Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. This one is on the Conqueror set, and I think this is the easiest, fastest way to do this. And um, we'll start with one, go to two, and then go to three. For one, there's not much you need to do. Um, I started out doing these with ground, but it's clear that it's easier with air. It's faster with air, um, and it's also instant repair. You can do this with ground also, though, if you want to use. I was just using legendary ensigns, but this is a little bit easier, faster, um, and it's almost guaranteed to be instant repair. Um, Both the number one and the number three base are the easier of the three. The number two base, I use a missile on it, and also um, I do use my helicopter on there. I think it's called Warlord Kevin, and I'll show you that here in a second. It's the setup that's the hardest part, um, but what I do is I spread it out. I put five legendary Orions on each platoon. I spread them out, so I have a total of 10 legendary Orions. I do plan on testing out the new warlord here because I believe, even though he looks a lot different than the Orions, I believe he is the Orion hero because he has bonuses for the Orions and so forth. So I want to get him up a couple of levels before I try. I actually don't have him yet, but I will have him here in a few minutes. And then I want to get him up a couple of levels. But by doing it this way, you can complete an entire set in a very short period of time. Instant repair on the map, and just go to the next one. I do think it's important, the direction that you come in, because if you don't come um, in this direction, then you'll start taking fire immediately. So it's better to come in um, on the number one base from the top left. The number two and the number three base, it's better to come from the bottom right. This um, this base is a little bit different. You'll see here in just a second. I am going to bring out my Kevin because the I can take out the cannons by bringing out the Kevin. But before I bring the Kevin out, because the cannons are on aggressive, they'll come after Kevin. And then you have to bring Kevin and his drones all the way back to the corner. If you just leave the drones there, the cannons just sit there and shoot the drones all day long. So you want to bring Kevin all the way back. Then I bring in four more of the legendary Orions, spread them out, and then um, usually I'll drop the missile now. Where you want to drop the missile, the Maverick missile, is on the four towers, because you don't want anything coming out of the towers after the towers are dead. It'll just save you some damage. And there is an academy off to the right. I don't see anything coming out of the academy. And then there's a tech center right in front, and I think you're good to go. You don't need to do anything about those guys. Um, and if there's any floaters left, you will need to bring um, Kevin back in. On the third base, there is a floater. It's the drone. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a drone um, air support thing that you have on your base, and that's a floater. So you'll need to bring Kevin in because the Orions they don't hit air. So some of the airfields have air coming out, and so if you do bring Kevin out, I think that on this third base, a lot of air will come out if you bring Kevin out. I have brought Kevin out, but I just leave him alone on this base. I don't really need Kevin. Um, Other than at the end, I need Kevin, and I'll usually bring him out right at the start, but then I retreat him. And then right at the end, after the base is basically dead, I'll retreat at least one Orion because I have 10 Orions on here, and that's the maximum amount of units that you can have. You can't deploy anything else because the 10 Orions take up all the space available. And like I said, it is my plan to use the new guy. I can't remember his name. I'll have him here in a little bit, and I might test him out at level 1 and then see how it goes. But for me, the event just basically started. I've been at work all day, um, so I haven't had a chance to really get into this too much. But so I'm sorry about the late delivery of the video, but this should make this event very easy. If you're a low level, um, I've got some low level friends. Once I finish my event, I'm going to help them with their event, and I'll do videos of how a low level can do this. If say, for instance, you don't have um, the Orions yet, I'll show you how to get them very quickly. And of course, you know, you'll have to get them up to the proper level. Um, Otherwise, that's not going to work quite as well for you. But I hope it was helpful, guys. Have a good one. See you next time.